to the official Nintendo podcast.
Issue on sale now. $3.99.
Unbelievable.
Bosh. Hello, or should I say konnichiwa? Oh! It's
What's that?
It's Japanese.
It's Japanese for how do you do? Or
what's
maybe
up?
hello or something. This is the 31st O&M podcast to celebrate issue 79 going on sale. Welcome to it. I'm joined today by, I should say who I am first. I'm
Yeah.
Steve Hogarty, the deputy editor of Official Nintendo Magazine.
Nice.
You may have noticed the absence of Neil Long. Like, you might have thought we were joking the last two podcasts when you say he has gone missing, but he genuinely has gone missing.
Yeah.
And is now presumed dead.
Yeah, even though he writes a little
Don't you have
intro
to wait
bit in
7
the
years?
magazine,
Ghost written. Literally ghost written.
yeah, we've just pieced that together from previous magazines,
Yeah.
like a ransom letter.
what basically happens is one morning a month I'll wake up and on the curtains there'll be like mysterious letters just scrawled on the curtains, and as I gather the letters and write them down, they actually spell out
Becomes
the
the intro.
welcome message.
It makes sense.
It's actually Neil from Beyond the Grave writing out his message. So thanks, Neil.
Maybe wondering who these voices are that are joining me. It's not me doing lots of different voices. It's actually Gavin Murphy.
Hello, I am the Nintendo TV video man, and I am here. Very, very worried about Neil, as you said.
He is actually fine. He's just quite busy. Don't get too worried or upset.
Then who's putting those letters on my curtains?
I have no answer for you, Chris. That is Chris Scullion.
Yes, hello. I'm games editor and letter gatherer from Curtains.
And I'm also joined by Thomas East.
Hello. I do the website.
How's that going?
It's alright.
How's that working out for you? The internet. Are you happy? It'll never catch on.
We're here to talk about O&M issue 79. On the cover this month is Mario Party 9. And inside you will find a huge Japan special in which we take a look at all of the upcoming games from Japan, because there are a lot coming out over the next few months. And we also look at some of the best games to have come from Japan, things that you might not have played. We also look at the weirdest games from Japan. Basically, if you like Japan, this is the magazine for you.
Is that why you said konnichiwa at the start?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Clever.
the link.
I read the entire feature just humming, turning Japanese to myself.
That was.
It's
I
quite a
don't.
dodgy
all the
song,
way
actually.
through.
Dodgy song.
I haven't paid. Actually, has anyone used that pun in the
It's a good
magazine? Or have we cunningly avoided saying turning
Turning
Japanese?
Japanese.
We must have said it at
Must
some
have
point.
Someone must have.
What, you think you're too good for it? Because you're not.
But yes, do look out for it. It's on the shelf now. With that out of the way, it's what we've been playing.
I like to think I'm quite good at platformers.
That's a rubbish, isn't it?
Awesome.
It's a really good
They're
laugh
not
to
my cup
play.
of tea, those sort of games.
Really? Spare a minute of my time.
Chris, you've been playing Mario Party 9, the cover game.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us all about that?
I'd love to, Steve. It would be a privilege. I generally don't like Mario Party games. It's certainly over the last few years because they've kind of got really dull. I would say like Hudson have been making them for the last, since the N64 days, and maybe Mario Party 6, 7, 8 have all been a bit rubbish in my eyes.
I like Mario Party 8.
No, I don't.
Monopoly thing.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
but yeah, the boards were okay, but I just felt like it was clearly like a GameCube game that had been left over from the Wii days, because it wasn't even a widescreen. It was just, not that matters, but it just made it obvious that's what it was. So I didn't really go into Mario Party 9 with high hopes, but it's actually really good. They've properly, it's developed by ND Cube, who are the same people that did Wii Party, and it's really good. They've totally changed how it works. So you're no longer everyone going around a board for a set number of turns anymore. It's one huge board, almost like a level, and you kind of travel across it once, and up to four of you are in one car, like one vehicle. So it's really, I could go on ages about it. It's all in the review, but it's really cleverly done. It just breathes new life into it, I would say.
I haven't played a Mario Party game since the N64. Mario Party, God, would have been, 4 or 5? Or were they on
that
the
would have been
GameCube at that point?
GameCube at that point, yeah. But
I
yeah,
think
you're still-
GameCube was when they released loads of them, wasn't
yeah,
it?
there's one a year.
One a year. It basically became Nintendo's FIFA.
Yeah.
But
It is a much loved, long running series.
I got an awesome comment from Marzan,
yeah, I picked that deliberately.
which is probably the worst Mario game ever, but I'm still gonna get it to see if it's good. Yeah, well done.
But probably the worst.
It's probably the worst one, but I'll still get it.
Well, Marzan, Sharad, you are, because it's actually the best. Not the best Mario game ever, but the best.
What is the worst Mario?
Best
game
Mario
ever?
Party game ever, is it?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
So-
better
so-
than Mario Party 2? Because that's the one that everyone
Well,
says is really good.
Nowadays it is. Maybe back then Mario Party 2 felt better at the time, but that was more than 10 years ago now.
Mm.
And nowadays, you try Mario Party 2, it's hard to explain. This one's the first one that feels like a proper board game,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. In that, not that you're just running about a board, but there is some kind of randomness to it.
What kind of board game?
And-
Cluedo?
No,
Monopoly?
It's like Cluedo, it's brilliant.
Cluedo would be awesome, actually. They got a Simpsons Cluedo.
Really?
They've got an everything Cluedo.
They've
haven't
got
they?
they've got a Norwich Cluedo.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Who's in that?
So everyone dies. Everyone gets murdered.
Everyone kills themselves.
Alan Partridge.
No, if I was to compare it to a board game, I'd say Buckaroo. No, it's it. I don't know. It's a
How does
hard
it-
one to explain. It's
How does it sit alongside Boom Street? Because we spoke about Boom Street. They're both Nintendo board games that have come
Yeah.
out.
I would say Boom Street is even more board game focused because there's no mini games or anything like that. It is basically Monopoly. Whereas Mario Party still kind of has a focus on the mini games, not as much as it did before,
Mm.
but the mini games do still have an impact on the outcome. It's
Yeah.
basically the old Mario Parties used to be you would collect coins in the mini games and then spend the coins on stars, and whoever had the most stars at the end won.
Okay.
Whereas nowadays there's no coins at all in Mario Party 9. It's just these mini stars, and you get the mini stars for winning mini games or collecting them on the board or just doing whatever. Anything you do results in your mini stars, and then whoever has the most of those at the end wins, and that's it. So it's a really simplified version, but it's fun because no matter everything you do in the game has an impact on the result. But yeah, it's good.
I
I'm
like
explaining it in the most boring way possible.
I like Martin is awesome,
Awesome.
or Martini's awesome.
Martini's
Yes.
awesome.
Martini's awesome. I'm impressed by the quality of the presentation in these screenshots. It certainly looks more adventurous than any previous entry in the series. I'm personally psyched the Shy Guy will be playable.
Psyched.
Super psyched.
It's like,
I'd say well, he's got a
PJ and
point
Duncan.
because it looks more like a Mario game
Yeah,
than
that's-
previous games in the series.
It's
Mario
definitely
Party
the
8
feeling.
just felt like just a
Yeah,
you know
that was definitely the feeling.
just a party game compilation with a few Mario
Mm.
characters. in
Yeah,
it.
that was the feeling I got as I played through it, because it wasn't like the boards in the previous ones. Certainly, the last few you could be forgiven for thinking these could just be boards for anything, and they've just stuck Mario backgrounds on it.
Mm.
So it's like, oh, here's a board that's got loads of buildings and stuff in it. Let's say Wario owns this one, or let's say this is Luigi's. I don't even know, but this one each board does feel like a level in a Mario game. So there's like an underground lava mine type thing where you're in a mine cart and there's lava chasing you and you're building your way up to the top and all this. So you do feel like you're making progress rather than just going round and round and round. So yeah.
The other big review in this issue was The Last Story, which was reviewed by one of our writers who isn't here, Mr. Simon Parkin. But Gav, you've
Played a little bit of it for Nintendo TV. Yeah, it's really really good. Like if you like I mean, it looks a lot like Xenoblade. It's got that same sort of like art style, but it just seems a lot crisper as well, not less cartoony than Xenoblade. But no, it's really really good. Like the monsters are ridiculous. It's really really Japanese, and the characters have got this awesome little like jump animation where they like sort of pole vault over like blocks and stuff. They do these little like whoosh, like flips, and yeah, I played it for a good couple of hours. And
It's made by the guy who invented Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
why it's called Last Story.
Yeah.
It's like a twist on that. It's like you can't have Final Fantasy anymore. It's like, just into a thesaurus.
Got it. I have to say, it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy game, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because I can't remember actually the last time I enjoyed a Final Fantasy game. So, and I did enjoy this, the little that I played of it. But yeah, so I don't know, fans of Final Fantasy, I'm sure there's some psycho fans of Final Fantasy that will see more than I did of Final Fantasy in it. But I mean, I didn't feel like that anyway. But the story's a little bit mental. Like, it's like basically all these mercenaries on an island trying to get to this one place, or trying to sort of competing against each other. But it's just really, really good.
Would you say it's more or less mental than Xenoblade Chronicles, which was set on the top of 2 giant robots?
Yeah, I mean, it's less mental than that. But you come up against like these like armies of the undead like pretty quickly, and it took me. It's probably because I'm a little simple, but it took me ages to realize that actually you're not doing anything to these guys. But no, it's definitely, like, I think it's one of those games that, I mean, I've only played like 4 or 5 hours of it.
Yeah,
but it's
there's a lot to it.
It's massive, yeah. But it's not like, you know, recent Final Fantasy games. I know it's like someone said to me before, one of the Final Fantasies on one of the other consoles. Oh yeah, like you got to wait till like 24 hours in, and then it really opens up. 24 hours for a game start, brilliant.
Yeah, so really linear up until then, and then it just opens up. It's like
then that's when the game really starts. I want the game to start at the beginning, 0. That's when it starts. Not 24.
Got a few comments from the forum. Ninja Fox says the last story looks to be the last truly great game for the Wii. I think we should come back to that. That's a good point. And the fact that it is exclusive makes it even more of a big deal. From the trailers I've seen, the graphics look really impressive and the characters look like they're going to be entertaining. As long as they don't mess up the voice acting, it should be a top game.
After the Xenoblade Chronicles video that we did, where we dubbed our own voices over, I mean, I thought we would have got a call. We thought, you know, they would have been like, these guys know this stuff.
I'll not lie, that sickened me.
And they didn't give us a call.
Someone's asked for you to do the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we will.
Yeah.
I tried to play through Xenoblade Chronicles with the English voice acting. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's.
I had to take it off.
I mean, I'm grateful that they did it. But I just put it into Japanese because it was just less grating. Like,
it's just there's a lot of northern people in, and I really can't stand a northern accent or northern people. so playing it with the English language on was a bit of a chore.
When you say northern, do you mean the way English people say northern, in which up north is like Newcastle and not say Dundee?
No, I'm talking about like Yorkshire, you know.
Yorkshire?
Yeah. That kind of northern. That accent cuts through me like a hot knife through my flabby belly.
Apologies to all our listeners from Yorkshire.
I love them.
Do we think it's the last great Wii game?
Nah.
Why?
We said that about Zelda.
Yeah, I was saying we said that about Xenoblade, and then we said it about Zelda, and then we said it about.
Is it great?
I don't remember saying
very
about
good.
About Zelda.
I did.
I remember you saying this specificspecifically in a text message to me, which I'll get out now if you want, and I'll do it
at 2 a.m. Gav, are you awake?
Zelda.
I'm thinking.
I've got something to tell you about Zelda.
No, it is. It's really, really good.
We've got Pandora's Tower. Don't know what that's like. Is that
rubbish?
Is it?
No, I'm not playing it. It looks good.
It's more of the same. Japanese monsters. Get on with it.
Well, you've also got Rhythm Heaven on there.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
No, that will be awesome.
There's not quite that. It'll be not quite. You can maybe say the last story might be the last epic game.
Yeah, the last big one.
Well, no, Pandora's Tower might be epic, Chris.
It's got a whip in it. That one.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, fair enough.
A big whip.
Stop the podcast.
Get me this game.
Weetabix is going on.
That's great.
He's going on.
Great username.
He says, words cannot express the anticipation I have for this game. He does try to put into words, though. Translated for Europe and solely for Wii owners to enjoy. Perhaps I should write 4 more words. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Sakaguchi. And what he's done, that does look like it's more than 4 words.
It looks like 6.
He's cheated.
He's put thank you as 1 word.
That's despicable.
He probably could have put thanks. And then
that's
exactly.
That would have been...
Like he's trying to be formal. I bet he wrote thanks first. And then thought that's not very formal because they're Japanese.
Well, he would have written Mr. Sakaguchi if he was
Sakaguchi-san.
We've got that.
Which would be hyphenated and count as one.
That lovely chat with Mr. Sakaguchi.
Yes.
At BAFTA next week, which should be pretty good, I think. Him laying down some beats.
It's a shame it's not Sugiyama.
Yeah.
He's my favourite.
Oh, yeah, he's lovely.
Just look at a picture of him right now.
Get the album out, Chris.
He's my favourite. I'm genuinely suggesting people go to sugimania.com, which genuinely is his
Really?
website.
Really?
He's the
amazing.
Sugiyama is
He's such a
the
fun guy.
Japanese
Yeah, I should
composer
call
of
my
the
website tommania.
tommania.org. Yeah, he's a Japanese composer of the Dragon Quest games, and he's just the most mental looking old Japanese man I've ever seen.
I've never seen someone
his
with such a
website-
love for the thumbs up. And I love me a good thumbs up.
His website is
McCartney. He loves a thumbs
sugimania.com, SUGI Mania. And yeah, he's got loads of photo albums in there of him posing with various crabs and people and shaking hands with them. He's my hero.
So, Chris, you've been looking at Sugimania, but you've also
Oh,
been
nice.
playing Tekken 3D.
I was going to say, speaking of crabs, Tekken 3D Prime Edition.
Is there a crab in that, Chris?
There isn't.
Certainly
There
hope
isn't.
so.
There is a giant crab monster in the last story, but we've left that out. So.
That was the segue we needed.
There's no crabs, but there's plenty of
Pandas.
spare ribs being broken
It's-
in the fighting game.
No.
I'm just thinking food.
Food.
How is
Can you
Tekken?
eat
How is
crabs?
Tekken?
Tekken is no, it's good. It's good and it's bad. It annoyed me a bit because Tekken games out with the arcade have genuinely been loved because of the extra features they put in it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like Tekken 5 and Tekken 6 and all that, but they also like Force Mode or Tekken Bowl or
Remember
Tekken Bowl.
Bowl.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
So people remember them almost as much for the crazy extra stuff they put in.
Yeah.
But Tekken 3D just is basically Tekken 6 with nothing else other than they've put the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The
I couldn't care less
Tekken
about that.
CGI movie. They've put that in, which is a nice thing. But you watch that once, then you're done with it.
Is it on the same cartridge?
It's on the
It's
same
on the same
cartridge, yeah,
cartridge.
and it's in 3D.
It's
Kind
just
of.
come out. That's only just come out, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's pretty good. But you think like die-hard Tekken fans would have bought that already on DVD or Blu-ray. Or whatever.
long
it's,
is it?
it's nice to have.
I would
Is it
buy
like
it for a
45
Die
minutes?
Hard. on
80
it.
minutes. Like that, but
If Tekken 3D came with Die Hard.
Yeah,
That would be
3D.
awesome.
that would be
that
great.
would be good.
Or Jack and Jill.
I'm I'm looking forward to seeing the quality of the film. Tekken.
Yeah,
not as in like I know it's going to be rubbish.
Yeah, it is
I
a
mean,
bit rubbish,
what it
but
looks like.
it looks really nice. The 3D is not quite as awesome as you would expect, but
Yeah.
it's a nice looking film. And the game itself plays really well. It's pretty much perfect to the way
Yeah.
like Tekken 6 plays in the arcades and on Xbox and stuff. It's
Not
really
enough, is it?
disappointing.
It's
There's
just
not. It doesn't
not
even
there.
have like an arcade mode. So like all you've got is quick play, which just puts you against 10 CPU fighters in a row and then just ends. So there's no characters got a CGI ending,
Hang
which
on.
is also another big part of Tekken,
yeah.
because they were like the funny bits. So there's nothing like that. So it's just
What?
quick play in a survival mode, and that's it.
That's
There's
it.
no like endings or anything
No.
like that.
Make up your own.
I am.
So
Flabbergasted.
it's annoying because the actual game itself is unbelievable and it looks
Yeah.
great. And when you put 3D up, it still plays 60 frames a second absolutely perfectly and looks incredible. But then but you're just sitting there going, I'm not really. I don't really feel like I'm making progress in this. I'm just playing
Yeah,
fights and
yeah.
that's it.
That was the thing that I liked most about Dead or Alive is you were unlocking things as you were going. So rather than just having like all the characters available to you in Street Fighter, you unlock them as you went. But is that
Yeah.
not the case then with
No,
Tekken? All the characters
everyone's there. Everyone's ready.
So you're just playing, having a few
Just
fights,
fighting.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's got
which is fine.
it does have
Like
online, so you can
fighting.
fight people
Right.
online. But even then, like you don't have like the extensive character customization that you do in the other ones and all that. And
That's
and,
really
and you're not.
bad.
And let's face it, it's good to have online, but you're going to be playing this
Couldn't
on
care
the
less.
move most of the time.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing it on the bus or on the train or whatever. So
Fighting's good though, eh?
yeah, the actual gameplay is amazing. It's Tekken.
That's-
Everyone loves Tekken.
Well,
Well,
I don't, not
those that
anymore.
do. Everyone who loves Tekken loves Tekken.
Gamer Outlaw's excited though. He says, "So glad a Tekken game's coming to 3DS. Now, if only Soul Calibur would come across, I'd be in beat 'em up heaven."
Now you're talking.
Yeah, Soul Calibur would be amazing.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So I've just been playing Soul Calibur 5 little bits and bobs,
Yeah.
and it's very, very cool.
Soul Calibur.
Tekken is my favourite fighter, says Pokemaster. Asuka being my favourite character. Looking forward to this and the movie. Even if not great, is still an added plus.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice that they've put it in there. It's just I would
Oh.
rather have had
yeah.
There's
Force
a-
Mode or something.
Neo Bahamut brings up a criticism. He says the return of touchscreen combos and shows us this will not be a hardcore fighter. Oh well, I'll give it a miss then.
Rubbish.
Because Street Fighter 4 3D
Yeah.
had touchscreen combos.
Yeah.
That was lambasted.
Well, someone earlier on in the comments was moaning about it as well, but he wrote an essay on it, so I couldn't really.
How did the touchscreen combos work? Is it like Street Fighter?
It
where-
is like Street Fighter. You
You can map your own though, can't you?
Yeah, you can assign your own combos to 4 touch panels on the screen, just like in Street Fighter. And it's like, it's optional. It's slightly different to Street Fighter in that Street Fighter has like some trickier special moves. So if you want to do like the most ridiculous, like 4 half circles and 3 fire buttons and all that, and then assign those, fair enough. But Tekken's only ever really just combos that you could. It's kind of like Dead or Alive, like the touchscreen stuff in that.
The person said it ruined it for online because people just cheated.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. It's not cheating using it, but it should have been set up online. So when you log in, you can't. If you can choose whether or not those people are doing it.
Yeah, that's what Street Fighter had, right? You played with people who were either using the combos or not.
Yeah.
Does Tekken not have that?
Can't remember, to be honest. I didn't bother turning it off if you could. But all I would say is that Tekken's a slightly slower game, like slower paced game than those sort of things. And anyone who's half decent at Tekken will quickly learn these combos and how to block them. So it's more about forcing a mistake rather than having to react to.
I guess
people's-
you're putting yourself at a disadvantage when you're reaching your thumb over to the touch screen as well. So.
And anyone who's kind of knows what they're doing knows each character's best combos, so they know that those are the ones that are probably coming. So it's not like Street Fighter where you can just spam sonic booms when you're still walking backwards and stuff like that, basically breaking the game. It's still, but yeah.
Tom, you've been playing a new game called what's it, Tetris?
Are you saying that right? I don't think you're saying that.
Do you need me to tell you how to play it?
How does this?
It's French, I believe.
Tetris.
I believe in its native Russia it's known as Tetris.
That just sounds like native Scottish.
Tetris.
Tetris.
Get that Tetris doing you, son.
So is this is the original Tetris?
This is the original Tetris.
What'd you give it?
Not saying. Should I just say? It's on the website anyway.
Say
Is it on the website?
Yeah.
It was on the website then, isn't it?
77.
77.
Yeah.
What would what did it miss out? What was it? 23%?
There's no. Yeah, that's how I do it. I start at 100, and then I start knocking
Mark
off.
it down.
Yeah,
23
I've got a
things you
big
don't like about
I've got
the
a
game.
notepad. Yeah, and I start knocking them off.
But there is 77 things he does like about it.
Yeah, so it's really good. Yeah,
That's one of them.
yeah.
What are the other ones?
I like it.
Good
the line blocks are pretty nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
When they show up.
They're my favourite.
That's another one.
I don't like the Zeds.
It's a really difficult game to talk about, isn't it? In any sort of critical fashion, because it's just Tetris. And everyone knows what Tetris is.
Well, yes. There are 2 things it doesn't do. It doesn't have multiplayer, which is like all of the Game Boy Virtual Console games. So that
how much does it cost? That's the main thing, right?
£3.60.
Get out. No.
That's all right. £3.60.
No.
And
I wouldn't spend £3.60 on Tetris.
No, I wouldn't.
If you type Tetris into Google, you get a Flash version in 2 seconds. Just play that.
and what was the other thing that was wrong with it? There was one thing, Chris. You pointed out the thing where you get to the bottom of the screen and you can't rotate. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I personally think that's what's right with it, but it's
you can.
it's
Sorry,
personal
yes,
taste. But yeah, the all the newer Tetris games, when your block gets to the bottom, you can just spin forever. Infinite spin, I believe they call it.
Yeah.
Whereas in Game Boy Tetris, it just lands. It's a lot harder.
It locks in position as soon as it touches.
Yeah.
But you can get. I mean, you mentioned the free version.
Yeah, I don't think of Tetris as being something that you should pay for anymore.
Should just be public domain.
It almost is.
You should be able to just go over to Alexander's house and just say, right, boot it up, mate, come on. Watch me play.
Yeah. It is only. I think you can get Tetris Party from the eShop for £4.50, which has online and
Well, that's fair enough.
all those other things. The DSi.
I don't know. Unless you're playing that, the charm of playing the old Tetris is playing it on an old Game Boy. I think, chucking that into into a 3DS, it just doesn't have it. Doesn't
It's
do it for
difficult,
me.
isn't it? Because some game, obviously, you've played Tetris so many times before, and now you're going back to the original to play that, and there's no need because it's still the same, really, other than the spinning.
Yeah, well, it's like you said about playing it on the original Game Boy as well. You get the Game Boy speaker sound effect, and it just sounds right.
There's something cool about that.
So it's great.
I'm slightly biased in that the Game Boy one always just feels right to me.
Yeah.
But I know I'm in the minority, and the vast majority of people don't really care about that. It's more how many modes does it have and all that.
No,
I would still say it's worth buying that over, say, an iPhone version, because I don't know if you ever tried playing Tetris on the iPhone.
With the
It's an absolute shambles because
Yeah.
you're swiping the blocks and tapping them, rotating and all that. It's just rubbish.
Swipe
It does need
blocks.
buttons.
like Minority Report.
It is brilliant, but you know,
It's Tetris.
yeah,
Tetris.
it's Tetris.
Tetris.
I'm of the radical opinion that I don't think Nintendo should be charging anything for Game Boy games. If they made it so if you buy a 3DS, you get every Game Boy game ever made is freely downloadable on the eShop.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like.
Can I get a witness?
You're like V from V for Vendetta.
Free them all.
I would say they need to make some sort of money, but I would say 50p to £1.
For everything.
Yeah.
Like some kind of Netflix.
So I think they've made all the
access
money
it all.
that they can make off Game Boy games. I mean, they would make money off people knowing that if they bought a 3DS, you get like the back catalogue of Game Boy games.
Every single Game Boy game.
Well, that
Yeah,
monthly
I think-
fee thing, that's a good shout. If you paid like £5 a month, if you paid like put down a £5,
What, like Netflix access for games?
yeah. But if you like paid a £5 and it gave you like 30 days access to every Game Boy Color NES game ever made.
Yeah.
I play it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Thing is,
I don't
I'm
know.
DuckTales.
There are some games though
You
that.
have to do a lot of reviews, Ed. Tom.
Oh, God, yeah.
Every game ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 72.
I think to me, it's the lesser known ones that have been surprising.
yeah.
I suppose.
Well, what did you play the other day?
I played
Face.
Balloon Kid,
Face Balloon Trip.
Balloon Trip.
Balloon Trip Saga.
No, it's Balloon Kid.
Balloon Kid.
Balloon Kid.
Yeah, Balloon
Yeah,
Kid.
Balloon Trip's the mode in it.
Paper
Balloon
Boy.
Trip's the mode. Yeah, I played Balloon Kid, and I've never played that before. And I played Balloon Fight on the Ambassador.
Oh, yeah.
Through the Ambassador
right.
program, and I thought it was all right, bit fiddly, but this is really good and really fun. I think, because I've never played it before, I think, there's a little bit of a surprise element, and it was really nice. Whereas Tetris,
Everything looks so dark, though.
Take your
Really
sunglasses off.
I like Bionic
You
Commando as
poser.
well. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hey, why doesn't someone ask me what I've been playing?
Well, you've been
You
playing
play
Steve Hoggerty.
Rude men. I've been playing Metal Gear Solid
Get
3D
out of town.
What?
Snake Eater,
Get you.
the Kojima classic, reinvented on 3DS.
It almost sounded like Reggie there. Built from the ground up.
Mario.
They
You
say
get it
you're-
with the snake skin 3DS as well. So they deliver that over to you with the little snake
no, they
with
didn't.
it in his mouth.
Blame me.
No, that didn't happen, Gav.
Oh.
But it's really good. It's actually a lot more. It's quite a faithful recreation of the PlayStation game. I thought they were going to change a little bit more with it, but other than adding like little Yoshi dolls in random locations, which are really weird.
Yeah. Well, they did that on the GameCube one, didn't they? They added like in the Mario, Mario and Luigi, Mario and Yoshi into the thing.
So yeah, things like that. But other than that, the 3D effect. I'm going to say I don't think the 3D effect is great in it.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's sort of it's a more realistic game. I think it works. 3D works really well in sort of cartoony games and like Nintendo games, like Mario games and stuff. But it's just so the detail and sort of density of it makes the 3D actually quite difficult to wrap your eyes around. You need to fiddle with that slider for a while. But yeah, if you've played Metal Gear Solid 3, it's pretty much that. Which is all you can hope for.
I'm really excited for it. That was one of the games that I was most excited for because I've never played it.
Yeah, it was the only Metal Gear Solid game I haven't played as well. So it's just still like a really unique game. Like there's no other game or games like the Metal Gear games that have this really weird sense of humor and this bizarre details, and they put so much effort into just tiny parts of the game.
Yeah.
Like at any time, if you never played a Metal Gear game, it's basically a stealth 'em up sneaking game where you have to avoid guards and infiltrate bases and things like that. I think the first game pretty much invented the idea of a sneaking stealth game where you're not just shooting guns to kill people. Like you're actively trying to avoid getting into fights. So in Metal Gear 3, you have to hide in long grass and in tree stumps and stuff, and You can change the camouflage that you're wearing to blend in with the background.
Awesome.
You can make sounds to attract guards and stuff.
Can you take picture with the camera as well and make that your camouflage?
Yes, yeah.
So I
you
can take a picture of your face and be wearing your face as a onesie.
as like a yes.
That'll always be the dream.
All your dreams come true. So you can go out into your garden and take a picture of a bush, and then that will be that green color.
Good if you live somewhere by a park. What if, like me, you live in the big smoke?
Well, there's indoor areas in the game as well, so you can take a picture of a brick wall, perhaps.
Yes.
And then, or a cat.
Or get a picture of some shrubs on a laptop, computer.
Yeah.
And take a picture of that. Right.
Picture of a picture.
Picture of a picture.
Inception.
How about that, Steve?
It's great when you go into the camouflage menu. It says what each camouflage is good. It's like, this is good in indoor areas. This is good against green background or foliage and stuff. So I took a picture of a house plant in my flat. I said, yeah, this is good against grass. So good. I took a picture of my blue bath mat, and it goes, yeah, this is good against blue backgrounds.
Didn't say water or anything.
No.
It's good against blue.
Pretty much good against nothing. Stop taking pictures of stupid things. But I think my favourite thing about Metal Gear games has always been the codec, the radio that you can use.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
You call back to like your commander and your support back at the base and stuff, and you get a few different codec people that you can call back to. And my favourite one in Metal Gear Solid 3 is paramedic, who saves your game, and she also tells you about the animals that you capture, because you can capture animals and eat food and stuff like that. But you can call them at any time, and they nearly always have something new to say to you. You can call them like hundreds of times throughout the game, and they tell you. There's so much script, and it's all voiced as well. It's all voice acting throughout the whole thing. And every time you save, like paramedic starts talking to you about like old sci-fi movies. Because it's set in 1964, it's all like stuff like Doctor Strangelove. She tells them like Godzilla and things. She talks about them as movies that have just come out, and it's like, so from movie buffs as well. If you're into your old films, like some of the stuff in there, the references in there are incredible. It's straight like I'm playing it like I would play a game on a home console, and I have to keep stopping myself and go, this is a 3DS game. I'm playing this on a handheld, and you forget there's nothing else quite like it on a Nintendo handheld.
So do you think it's good then that, like, obviously with Revelations came out, they put a lot of effort into making that accessible to use in a handheld situation? But this doesn't sound like they've just gone, this is a game, get on with it. That shows that they can do that.
Yeah. I don't think it's adapted as well to handhelds as Revelations has. I think that feels a little bit more at home. I think the Snake Eater makes a better use of the Circle Pad Pro.
Okay.
Because with Revelations, when you aim, it uses the pad for analog aiming. But in Metal Gear Solid, it uses the face buttons, so it's sort of digital aiming. So it's kind of difficult to get a bead on an enemy.
Yeah.
But with the Circle Pad Pro, it sort of frees up to do things like that.
Awesome.
But even without it, it's a really fun game.
Yeah.
Definitely worth picking up.
Huzzah.
Although this is just a preview, so it might all change. Just remembered. The review's in the next issue.
That could all be lies.
Yes.
23%.
Cool. Well, with that all out of the way, it's time to talk about a little thing we like to call Nintendo TV.
Nintendo TV time.
Brilliant.
With Gav Murphy.
Hello.
Gav Murphy on the TV. Nintendo TV.
That's the jingle I get. That was some intro, Steve. Really, really, really powerful stuff there. But yeah, I'm knee deep in the middle of episode 3 of Nintendo TV now, which goes live on the 3DS eShop on the 24th of February. We'll have some quite special things going on. We've got huge hands-on with Tekken 3D, so you can see loads of 3D
Huge
fighting.
hands.
Huge hands. I've got massive hands. Have you seen these babies?
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're massive.
You know what to say? Big hands, big gloves.
Yep. Don't wear gloves. But yeah, so that goes out on the 24th. One of the coolest bits in that, though, is in update. We've got a little celebrity appearance from Mr. Nicolas Cage.
Who's he?
Also known to the internet as Ridiculous Cage. I made that up. I didn't.
Nicolas Cage
If he's
is on
listening, will
Nintendo
he be
TV.
offended?
He won't be listening.
He sent you an email, didn't he, saying, Gav, I love Nintendo TV. Can I
Yeah.
go on it? For no reason at all.
He was all up in my grill, and I was like, Nick, seriously, man, next time you're in town, give me a call. But you can't just fly over to my house in Brixton and just chill out, because my girlfriend would think it's weird. So, no, Nick, get out my grill and let me live my life, and you go about living yours. But no, he was in town. He was talking about Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, which we went to see.
We did.
Yep.
Is there another Ghost Rider coming out? Genuinely? I genuinely
yeah.
didn't know
Let's
that.
go over that one.
It is, and we've seen it.
It's definitely a film.
It's definitely a film.
Is it, just answer that, is it as good as the first one?
It's,
Is it of similar quality to the first one?
It's
Let me say this of Ghost Rider: it's a sequel to the first one.
I think we are probably under embargo actually until I think it's the embargo till the 17th. Yeah. So, but yes,
I'll
it's
send you
it's a film.
a date-locked letterbox letter, Chris.
But yeah, he was in town talking about that, so I caught up with him, asked him about games, and he was actually surprisingly knowledgeable. But you can see in Nintendo TV which game he thinks which one of his films he thinks would make an awesome video game. Which is pretty good. I wish it was. That'd be really good.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Just running away from he's got to run away from bees. But yeah, no, he was really good. It was really surreal, sort of meeting him. I had a more powerful handshake than him, but that's fine. You
Big hands on it.
Yeah, exactly. So full circle. But also from the 10th of February, you'll be able to watch episode 2 of Nintendo TV on the wonderful Wii's Nintendo channel and on our very own YouTube channel as well. Obviously, it's in 2D. The 3D version you can only watch from your eShop, so you should still check that out now because there's some crazy stuff going on in that. But yeah, on the 24th as well, we also took a visit to Aardman Studios to see them making Shaun the Sheep, which is going to be amazing.
Have you done that yet?
No, we haven't. Sorry, I changed tenses there. I said we
Yeah.
had. So we haven't done that yet. We're doing it.
But you will have had
I
done
will
it.
have had done that thing, which I really can't wait for. Like, I've been a massive Aardman fan ever since A Grande Haute. No, I don't like the Creature Compass thing. That's rubbish.
Well, that's all burned down now anyway, hasn't it?
Was it?
Didn't that all burn down years ago?
No.
No.
Remember they had the big warehouse fire?
It's an insurance job, mate.
Allegedly. the Aardman had a big fire like ages ago, remember?
really?
And loads of stuff burnt down.
It better not be like a fiery
won't be
pit when
there.
we get there. It'd be like the Simpsons tire fire. It's like, yep, it's still burning.
I'm sure they've rebuilt. I mean, I've had stuff
We have
like
3D camera on this baby.
I just mean, like, I don't think all the old Wallace and Gromit sets and all that will still be there. I think a lot of them
I think, a
perished.
lot of it's going to be like the Shaun the Sheep stuff and that, which they're
After
making.
Christmas.
I think that's going to be awesome, the
After
Shaun the Sheep
Christmas
stuff.
or something.
Looking forward to
Wasn't
that.
that out this last Christmas?
Yeah, it's meant to be quite good.
Very
It's meant to be all right after Christmas. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Shaun the Sheep, so it'd be good to see them actually making it. Because you know how painstaking that is. They record like 3 frames every year. Or something. So I see them.
Well, you have to speed it up.
Yeah, this is like one arm movement.
Yeah,
Which
just show
is
them,
someone's career.
yeah, just show them the stop motion thing on the 3DS and see I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah,
son.
they'll be like, "What? What? Give me that."
Well, you should try and let them see if they'll let you do a stop motion video on the 3DS.
Yeah, that'd be really good,
and
actually.
Put it on Nintendo
I wonder
TV.
if they will.
Nick Park's like, get him out here. He's ruined it.
But yeah, it's awesome to see like these big sort of film studios, and just in Bristol, just come along. There's a Greg's next door.
Is there? Can I come?
I really hope so. But yeah, no, that should be really good. So all that stuff is coming up on the 24th, and the 2D versions going everywhere up in the internet on the Wii's Nintendo channel on the 10th. So yeah, it's very exciting times for Nintendo TV.
That sounds excellent.
Thanks.
Now it's time for reader questions.
This is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. There we go. Frankly, I'm ashamed.
Our first question comes from Task of Majora. He or she says, just a simple question from someone who listens to your podcasts a lot. What is your favourite and least favourite Zelda game each? I'm well aware that Steve's is Skyward Sword, of course, but I'd love to know the rest of your personal favourites and least favourites.
I think we can guess what their favourite is.
Majora's Mask.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
That's also my favourite Zelda game is Majora's Mask. So well done, Task of Majora, if that is your favourite game, or if you just called Marjorie and you thought it was a good little pun on your own name. Task of Marjorie.
Maybe they think Majora's Mask is a task to play through it, and they actually hate it.
Oh
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't thought that.
I hate
my,
it.
Yeah, my
I
favorite
don't.
my favorite is that I dislike Four Swords.
Really?
So,
Really?
yeah. It's not my least favorite, but I dislike it.
I like Four Swords.
It's alright.
How about Link's crossbow training?
Oh, here we go.
That's horrible.
I don't like the CDI games.
So no, so we
I
got
think
two Marjorie's Mask, Skyward Sword. Chris, what's your favourite?
It's yours is
No, mine's Wind Waker.
Wind Waker's
Yeah.
your favourite. Okay.
I'm going to be really boring and say Ocarina probably.
Oh, it's not boring.
It's good.
My least favourite will surprise you. I do not like the Minish crap.
Oh yeah, that's not very good.
I haven't played the Minish Cap.
Yeah, you can play on Ambassador program, Steve. Get on it,
I
mate.
should probably pick that up.
Yeah.
Don't. Although it's free, so yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I always think that Twilight Princess is one of my favourites, but
Oh, yeah,
no one
Twilight
really likes
Princess.
that.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
You can say least favourite.
Yeah.
Scum.
I didn't like the. It's just so dark and
Yeah,
brown.
that's good though. I like that.
Brown.
What's your least favourite,
Like
Tom?
werewolves in it.
My least favourite is The Legend of Zelda,
Incorrect.
or Zelda 2. I can't choose
Yeah, Zelda
between
2
them.
is pants.
I'm going to defend Zelda 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You defend everything old.
No, it's, I will
my
defend.
nan.
I will defend the Queen, Tom. No, it's like it's rubbish for the first. I'm going to do like the Final Fantasy thing. It's rubbish for the first hour.
Which
or so.
one
then-
are you talking about?
Zelda 2. Once you actually level up to the point where you can take more than 3 hits without dying, then it actually gets really good.
I didn't
But-
play The Legend of Zelda in 1987 or whenever it came out.
96.
86, yeah, 25 years last
I was
year.
1.
I was
I was-
-1.
It was,
Were you?
It was 3.
I was
How's that work out for you?
9.
But it didn't come out in the UK till another year or two.
Yeah, there you go.
later.
Ha. There you go. See? But I did play it recently on the Ambassador program.
Do you hate it?
Well, I just found the first. I actually played all 10 games on one tube journey to work.
What, finished them?
No, I just went.
How far is your commute,
where was
man?
the tube from?
Long way.
Were you
long
coming
way.
in?
Scarborough.
China.
Yeah.
You have to go on one of those massive tube journeys where you've got to wear male diapers because you
I was
yourself.
going from Heathrow. If anyone knows how long that takes.
On the Piccadilly line.
Yeah, that takes a very long time.
It's like 45 minutes, isn't it?
Get the Heathrow Express, mate.
Yeah,
Why are you going from Heathrow?
I wasn't. I was joking.
plane spotting
I like to know where you are.
at all times. Next-
Yeah, that's good. So,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I found a dungeon, and then
Zelda
I
1 or 2?
got killed in Zelda 1, and then I couldn't find it again because there's no map. I don't like it.
You do have I didn't like the first game because every time I tried to play it, I would die before I could find the first dungeon. But when I did find the first dungeon, it felt like a Zelda game,
Yeah.
like a normal Zelda game, and it was great.
Yeah,
But the bits between,
Yeah.
I just don't like the bits between the dungeons in it. It's just not much fun.
yeah.
yeah, but you can look on the internet and tell you where to go.
Yeah,
I don't mind doing that. for
maybe I
those
should do that.
So
didn't have that back in the day. Had to draw the whole map
computers.
out on
Yeah.
paper and buy mean machines to get the latest tips and tricks.
Matthew Crathar's got a good question, which is, hey guys, if you could turn any movie series into a Lego game, what movie series would you choose?
Ghost Rider.
can't talk about that.
This podcast
Pride
is
and Prejudice.
brought to you by Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Johnny Blaze is back.
Did you see it in 3D?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
But yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What would you choose? What haven't they done?
Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Lego.
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Actually, no. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre games would be quite
Those
would be
actually
funny
are
in
good.
Lego. Yeah.
If they just did like Lego slashers and just had because you know any different films, so it's like a Nightmare on Elm Street level and a Friday the 13th one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre one.
We've got
and
an
you
idea
collect
for a
all the
game.
characters.
Let's get Traveler's
Let's do it.
Tales on the phone.
Get me TT Games on the blower.
That's amazing. Well, one of the guys used to work at Fuchsia, didn't he? What's his name?
Jonathan Smith.
Jonathan Smith.
Yeah.
Jay Smith.
Let's get him. Jay Smizzle.
Get him.
I'll give him. I'll get him on the blower now.
Give me the dog and bone.
Oh,
Should
that's
be
words.
a Sex and the City.
Yeah,
That slasher idea is actually quite good, though.
Maybe
Three
we
of
should
them.
we should look
there's
at
two of them.
It's two of them.
Yeah, they're making a third, I think.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, they make a load of
They're
money,
making
don't
it's a prequel, I believe.
Oh God. Yeah, I can imagine that being quite. I can imagine that being quite good. They.
I'd say
What are big? What are the big
Escape
things
to
that they've not done?
Victory. It'd be brilliant.
No big franchises then. So.
Well, they just
have a-
announced Lord of the Rings, didn't they?
Oh yeah,
They're
that'll
doing
be.
Lego Lord
yeah.
of the Rings, so that's the next one.
That'll be.
Surely Back to the Future.
Lego James
Yeah.
Bond.
Back to the
Now you're
Future.
talking.
That would be awesome.
The thing with that, I would like Back to the Future or Jurassic Park or something, but the problem is all these Lego games have like 90 characters in it,
Yeah.
and Back to the Future I get to like 5.
gonna be
and
Toy
I'm
Story.
struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Look at the toy range. You need to look at the toy range.
What if it
and
was Lego?
see
What if it was
what's
Lego?
there?
Lego Pixar.
Tom had a good one when Tom interviewed the guy from about Lego when you asked him about Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Ah,
but he
I'm
told
not a massive fan of Doctor Who, but there's boatloads of characters in that.
he
Yeah.
said to me
Doctor 1, Doctor 2.
that they can't do it
They
can't.
because there's no toy range. So every game they've ever done has been
Has to
based
have
on
a
a
toy
toy
range.
range. So
Of
go
course, yeah.
go on the Lego website,
Yeah.
see what toy ranges they've got, and that'll be the next one. Lego Toy Story.
that's why they also.
Have they got
made-
Lego?
They've got toys. Yeah,
Ah.
I think.
Doesn't that defeat the... Yeah, it does, because I've got... I went to the premiere of Toy Story 3 and they were giving away Lego. I've
You
got a
can't-
Lego Woody
Is
on
that
my phone.
Lego or is it like
You
Mini
can't-
Mates?
You can't have Lego toys because
sort of defeats the object of it, isn't it?
they're
Yeah.
toys already. Lego exists within that world.
Yeah.
Mm.
This Inception.
Actually, they
game,
don't
isn't
do a lot of Lego in Toy Story, do they?
I
Aren't
guess
they,
it might
haven't
be a
they got
licensing
the? Is there Lego?
You think they'd be all over that?
Lord of the Rings? Have they got the thing for that?
it? Yeah, they
recently.
just announced that recently, so that'll be the next
That'll
one.
be the next
Mm.
one.
Um,
Sorry.
Is it definitely Lego that does Toy Story?
I think so.
Because there's like
I mean,
a
you
fake
might
Lego that does like Halo and stuff like that.
Duplo.
Yeah.
Remember the
Duplo
Duplo kids at school? I was just to bully them.
No,
I didn't.
I did look on the Lego after he told me that. I did look on the Lego website,
Yeah.
and they do, and Lego City is one of their things. So
Oh,
they're doing
yeah.
Lego,
Lego
City,
City
stories. Prince of Persia was on there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Stuff that.
And Toy Story, and Toy Story was the one I thought. Well, they haven't done that, so there'd
Yeah,
be
it doesn't
one
really make
that
much
they
sense,
might
does it?
do.
But yeah,
That
but
would
there
that
have
would that
been
would
Toy
be good.
Story games. So I
the Toy Story game, the Toy Story 3 game is
It's
bang
okay.
good.
Well, considering there's 3 films, it fits perfectly into the whole Lego
Yeah,
game
that's a good point.
Seriously,
thing.
though,
Well, who could you be if you were in Back to the Future? Be Doc.
Doc,
But you'd
Marty,
be all the different Docs, all the different Martys.
Biff.
Biff,
yes.
Biff
Old Biff,
too.
young
You
Biff.
could also be like the dog, Einstein,
Yeah.
because you know like Harry Potter's got a dog in it.
You
At
could
one
be
point.
George McFly, upside down George McFly.
You could be his mum and then like his mum when he's hot,
Yeah.
when she's hot.
When
even.
he's hot.
Oh, could you be him as Calvin Klein, or is that cheating a bit?
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
He's
Because
all
they have Indiana
Mad
Jones
Dog
in
Biff
different-
Tannen.
in different outfits. Yeah.
You'd have like bits where you could ride the steam train and stuff like that, and drive the DeLorean.
Yeah.
And you'd have like a Guitar Hero minigame when you
When you
play
do
it.
the music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably not going to like this, Gav, but your kids are going to love it.
Hey.
Sounds good.
You've already written a
Let's do
strapline
it.
for the review.
Although, before we think about that, we have to bear in mind that Back to the Future games are
80%
coming
same
to
as
Wii
all the other
anyway.
Lego
Yes,
games.
they are.
There you go.
Is that right, Tom?
What?
Back to the Future games are coming to Wii anyway.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
I can't wait for that. It's
Does
gonna be
They're
the-
good.
actually. Have you played any
Telltale
of them
ones.
yet?
Yeah.
Have you played any of them?
I've,
No.
I've played them.
I played
Have
the
you?
first one.
They're
What did you
good.
think? I quite like.
Yeah, well, they're out on PC already.
Are they on Mac?
They're on iPad.
Yeah, I think they are. And they're on
iOS.
iPad as well.
I've only played the first one, but I quite liked it.
It's good. I don't think it's Telltale's best
No.
point and click adventure.
Does it feel like Monkey Island? It's got the same sort of comedy in
it's-
it.
Monkish.
For my,
Monkey Island.
I don't really like the puzzles in it very much. They're not very
Okay.
good. It's like
Yeah.
Because you're too clever for
play the guitar.
It's like,
play the guitar to make the thing explode. It's like, yeah. Oh look, he's standing in the way. You need to tell him something he likes, so he'll strafe left 2 steps. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's more the nostalgia kind of thing, like the fact that the guy who does Michael J. Fox sounds a lot like him.
Sounds exactly
Yes,
like
yeah.
Although
And it is
Michael,
Christopher
Michael,
Lloyd, isn't it?
Mm.
yeah, it's because Michael J. Fox is actually in the last one
Yeah, he comes back
as
to the last
old
one.
Marty McFly.
Really
His voice is old Marty.
nice.
Hey, Doc. That's what he says.
He's got that squeaky voice, isn't it? It's like, hey, Doc.
Hey,
Which is actually a lot like your voice. Your normal voice.
Gav, you don't have enough room to go to the 88.
oh, I can't believe it, Marty. Hey.
So
It's Back to the Future.
I'm bored of this question now. Can we move on?
Yeah, sure.
The answer is Back to the Future.
Thomas Newcomb says, I wanted to know. You're asking the right people. If you had to get any hairstyle from any character from any game, which hairstyle would you choose? Don't pick someone who's bald.
I was going to choose Bonk. No, I can't.
I love that. Don't choose someone who's bald. Don't give me that.
Don't you
Croc.
dare. I see where you're going with this, Gav.
Bald is a hairstyle. That's baldest.
Well, it is because you could have hair and choose to shave it.
Yeah, exactly. So you styled it by removing it.
Yeah. I'd pick a lady's hair.
Would you? Peach?
Yeah.
What?
I quite
There was a
like having
point-
Daisy's crown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
in
there's a
Street
point
Pass.
where we're all
Do you
wearing
know?
that in Street Pass.
Well, I like my beehive, but I don't know of any characters. With
Lego Amy
beehive.
Winehouse.
Yeah, there you go.
You said it go and Phoenix Wright. That'd be funny.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty good.
yeah.
Maybe Gale. for
Take a
Street
lot of
Fighter,
take a lot of upkeep.
I wish I had the
and the mirror behind.
I wish I had the Julians to shave my hair into a into a Mohican like Zangief, because I look a little bit like Zangief now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you say who's James got the best hair out of Gale and Paul Phoenix from Tekken?
Oh, now Paul Phoenix is taller than Guile.
Yeah,
taller hair.
it does, but it doesn't.
It is,
It doesn't
yeah.
taper out.
No, I suppose not.
It's true, and I think Giles has a bit more give to it. Like it's got some more volume. Whereas
Well, I
Paul
think he
Phoenix looks
wet.
properly starched. Gale's
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
you could push your hand in it and it would bounce down.
yeah,
a
and
bit.
you kind of want that, don't you?
Yeah.
Bit
Paul
of-
Phoenix looks like
bit
you
of
could
fancy.
bend over and like
Yeah.
It looks like they just
stick it
haven't
through your head.
animated his hair at all,
Yeah.
which is just lazy.
It looks like if he was to headbutt you, his hair would actually carve a hole through your face.
Who else has got hair?
How about Professor Layton's hair when he was a
Oh,
youth?
yeah.
Ah,
A big,
the big afro.
ginger
You have an afro.
Manfro,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sweet.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's had a really horrible deja vu then.
Yeah.
We had this question before.
Right.
Cut it.
I think we've
Probably,
covered.
we
covered
probably
that.
have.
We've cut that as we've talked about that as much as we're gonna.
James Mail asks, if you could add any feature at all to the Wii U, then what would it be and why?
I'd like it so if you held up the sort of remote in front of your face, you can look into the future.
Shut up, Gav. Any real answers?
Or you could just hold it up in front of a newspaper
And, say
and
the
like
future.
get tomorrow's news.
I could hold up in front of Tom's face and see
Yeah.
old Tom.
That'd be awesome.
What was
That'd
the
be
name
good.
of that?
Or another universe.
Yeah,
Be like
Cowboy
Fringe.
Tom.
What's the name of that TV show where the guy kept getting papers from tomorrow?
Tomorrow's
Early
World.
edition.
Tomorrow's World. Early edition.
It's
Yeah.
early edition.
Who's
yeah.
the guy? Who is that guy? He's,
Isn't he coach from? Doesn't he end up being coach in Friday Night Lights, or possibly is he the dad in Super 8?
I think he's the dad in Super 8.
Did they not try that?
That's the
in-
same person. So
Did they not try that in Hot Tub Time Machine as well?
what?
When they go back in time, they try and bet on the results
Bowl.
of
Did-
Of the
stuff
Super
like
Bowl.
Did James want a serious answer? Do you think?
that. Oh, maybe.
Because basically, James, we don't care.
We don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we've talked about the iTunes thing, or we've talked about having like a good
Sky Sports, that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be quite good. I love the idea of just like swiping things across and that, but I hope we just because I can't. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think I've used the browser on the 3DS like once, and it's
Yeah.
like, nope,
Yeah.
that's enough of that. So I'd like some kind of decent browser, like HD screen. No, they got no excuse. It's basically an iPad. It looks like an iPad.
Yeah.
I want to use it exactly like an iPad.
Considering
Yeah,
it's got headphones and all the bits and bobs, I would like Netflix and Love Film compatibility.
That'll be a given, surely.
Because-
it's on the Wii, so
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be nice to. Like, I'm assuming it'll be on it in that you could watch it on the telly, but it'd be nice to be able to still transfer it to the
Yeah.
the controller
Take
because
it away with you.
so I could like go to bed and finish watching the film if I'm getting
Yeah.
tired or something like that. That'd
that's
be awesome.
I mean, that'd be amazing.
That'd be
I'd really
awesome.
like that.
Do it.
Or maybe if you put I'd like it if you can put the controller somewhere, then you can put your hand through the telly, and then your hand will come out of the controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
They can
I
do
could,
that.
like a portal. So I put like the thing next to like your desk, Steve, put my hand through, give you a little slap across the face. You'd be like, "Whoa, who's that?" I'd be like, "It was me with the Wii U."
Well, so you So you put your hands through the telly.
Yeah. There's an app on the telly.
Well, why don't you like put it in a fridge?
Yeah, that's what I could.
So you could then put your hand in the telly and bring out a cold beverage.
That's another thing that I'll be doing.
Yeah, but wouldn't the cold escape through the TV as well? Just as easy as your hand goes into it?
No.
Or just
You'd have
temperature
to-
not...
Don't you know
you'd have to
anything
press-
about the Wii U?
Come on, we have to have some better answers than this.
What, then portals? And I gave you Netflix. I'm giving you gold here.
That's good.
Games.
Tom,
Get anything games. I said Sky Sports. That's useful.
Yeah.
I can't think.
I want Football Manager on it.
Yeah,
The ability
that'll
to
be.
move your tactics about on the fly.
Yeah.
Because all the like the 3DS always like when the NFL came out, they were like, yeah, you can like do your tactics. And not really. You want to be able to do it properly, and hopefully these games will start being made in conjunction with like the official ones when they're coming out. So they're not just doing, oh yeah, this is a 3DS version like 6 months later. Like hopefully they'll be doing it from the ground up.
Tell you what would be amazing on it, and they tried this for one of the Madden games before on the Wii, and it didn't really work because of how the Wii works. But they had a thing where when you played back an instant replay, if you'd beaten your friend and got a touchdown or something, when it played back the replay, you could draw on the screen using the Wii remote, like as if you were doing the kind of Andy Gray or ex-Andy Gray. Not that he can do it anymore.
Gary Neville.
Yeah, so it'd be good if you scored a goal
probably do
into
that at
someone. If you scored a goal into someone at FIFA, and just to really rub it.
Oh,
in,
that'd be
goal went
horrific.
you could draw on the screen like something rude.
Here is the man
just like
who
draw a
scored
circle,
the goal.
draw a circle around his defenders, going where were they, like
See
proper
what I
like.
did
I
here.
think it's Telestrator, I believe they call it. Like,
Yeah.
so you draw that on the screen. while
I-
Yeah, that's quite cool. It's
Well,
like
the
a nice
replays
little
on.
feature.
Yeah.
do it, EA, or I swear to God.
I hope they have. I hope they have letterbox for Wii U as well. That'll
Yeah,
be good.
yeah, they've got to have that.
I hope but the only thing that is annoying me about Letterboxd at the moment is having to exit out of things to go and do it.
Yeah.
I wish it was just. I wish I could just. It was
I
at the
think
top
they'll-
of the screen, so I could just go into
Yeah,
it.
and
I
it
think it
carried
would
on
take-
because it takes a long time for it to
Exactly.
for you to get the
Yeah.
letters.
So-
So if you were just playing a game, you went right, got some letters, ping, and then it was carrying
go
on.
back into that.
They haven't really elaborated much because when they first revealed it, they showed people playing. Was it Go? Is the name of the game with the black
Yeah.
and white checkers? And that, I presume that's just a game that plays on the controller.
Yeah,
Right.
it must be.
You don't play that on the TV.
No.
Yeah.
So
Boring.
they must have plans to release controller-only games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mini apps and stuff.
Yeah. So
I
You'd think
liked
so.
my favourite thing was the golf.
Yeah, that's
on the
pretty
Wii
cool.
U when you was
Yeah,
looking
that's
down.
cool.
and had the-
Like
that was
Pictionary and
awesome.
stuff is going to be really good. Just
Yeah.
having that, like, because I've played Pictionary, at a friend's house where he's got like an art pad, like connected up to his TV, and it's just awesome having that kind of technology. I know it's just just using a piece of paper and that, but I don't know. It's always something cool about having a focal point,
yeah.
and no one's got these giant pads of paper and like markers and stuff. You can just go, yeah, it's playing out. Blah, blah,
you
blah,
reckon
comes
they
out.
could do? They could have a decent DS Virtual Console using the controller screen as a touch screen, a TV as the actual
Yeah,
thing with it, couldn't they? So that's a feature there.
I think they should do
that's
Mario
a real
Paint.
answer.
They should do another Mario Paint.
Yeah.
They should do that.
I thought you said do another Mario game. It's like probably a given, Chris.
Come on, Nintendo.
Mario
mate.
Party 10. There you go.
Yes, sold.
Nice.
Right.
Maple
Do
Hudson.
we have any more reader questions?
No.
That's it for reader questions. If you have topics you want us to discuss, email us at onm@futurenet.com with the subject heading podcast question. Do get in touch. We do like to hear your questions. And now it's time for the competition. So, last month's prizes were Winter Sports 2012, Feel the Spirit on 3DS,
The big one.
Boom.
Yogi Bear on Wii,
Yay.
Music Party Rock the House on Wii. It's got two I's in music, which is why I pronounce it like that.
Good.
And from the O&M Vaults Battalion Wars on GameCube.
You're forgetting. Didn't I throw in a game?
Oh, you did? What game did you
Was
throw
that
in?
Let's Play Shops?
Was it Let's Play Shops?
Or was it?
Yeah, don't forget that one.
Or was it Marie Antoinette?
No,
It was,
No,
it
no.
wasn't Marie
It was,
Antoinette.
it was Let's Play Shops.
That's Johnny
Brilliant.
V's.
We also had two T-shirts from Insert Coin, a GoldenEye one and a Mario Kart one.
They're awesome
they're
T-shirts.
awesome T-shirts. They're really good. I've got the Mario Kart one. I wear it all the time.
I've got a
It's
golden eye
actually
one,
yours,
but
isn't it, that
I've
we're-
Yes, yeah. This is another one that I'm not giving away my Mario Kart.
Better wash it when
Yeah.
you get it, just in case.
I've slightly outgrown my golden eye one. I think I was a little bit optimistic that I would fit into a male medium.
A lady's small.
Because it doesn't really fit anymore. It did when I first put it on, I think, but now I just look like a fat man wearing a video games t-shirt.
Well, that's the good thing about. I don't want to start doing marketing for Insert Coin, but I do like their t-shirts because they are all subtle references to games, rather than saying, "Hey, everyone, look, I like Mario." Big picture of Mario's face with like thumbs up on it. It's far more subtle. So I think the Mario Kart one just has a red shell. It's red shell garage.
Yeah, some of them are good. Some of them are better than others. The Zelda fishing one is a mess.
Really? Yeah. I like the Zelda.
Too much going on that.
It's a mess.
But yeah, the red shell one, the GoldenEye one is amazing. It's just like a gun.
The life bar one.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. That's good.
I absolutely love that one. But yeah, we've got some of those to give away. So what did they have to do, Steve?
Well, they had to design their own gaming t-shirts. So we've had many entries sent through.
Yeah, we got to put these up. Some of them really, really good.
Some of them are great. I'll just quickly give a brief rundown of some of them because obviously we'll be putting the pictures on the site. But Josh Nicholson had one with Osha Watt on it saying Osha What? I don't really get it, but it's funny. Ashley Harrison did too, one with us on it, obviously trying to pander to our egos, and one with DuckTales on it.
I do only wear t-shirts with my face on them.
That's true, just in case I forget.
I'm going to get that made. I'm going to scan it in. And
the one with us on it.
Yeah, actually, Steve's birthday's coming up, so I'll get that one done for you, mate.
Yeah.
That's fine. You'll have something to
just
wear out.
cross Steve's face out on it. Like some sort of message.
Put a question mark. Could you be the next Steve?
So yeah, and he also did DuckTales one, which I quite like, although that's pretty obvious.
You know what? 'Cause we're just talking about how we like subtle references. This has got a massive DuckTales logo on it. It is a lovely
And a
t-shirt.
pack shot.
And a pack shot
and a big sprite of Scrooge McDuck.
If it was just the sprite of Scrooge McDuck, I'd wear that t-shirt.
Is there a screenshot on the back as well?
It'll be in a percentage.
Yeah, Ashley. Subtle, mate.
Shut up.
Speaking of subtle, Dan Wen Huang gave us a WarioWare t-shirt. It's got flames on it and it says "put out" as if it was a WarioWare game. And he said in the email that it'll lead to hilarity at parties because people will constantly be throwing their drinks on your
it's
shirt
like a
to try
wet
and put the
t-shirt
fire out.
competition.
Exactly,
Right, yeah.
exactly. I'm assuming it only comes in baby tea sizes for the ladies. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
Well, you can have all male wet t-shirt competitions, Chris.
Could you?
Yeah, you certainly can.
What's this one?
Make it happen. Hayden Colley has got one that says "We will rock you." It's "we" as in the Nintendo Wii, and it is charading as a speaker system. Which people are dancing.
Sort of looks like a Just Dance t-shirt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I like this one. This next one.
This one's from Orla Madden. I think we're going to give her the female t-shirts because we had male and female sizes.
That's really good, and it's on. I don't understand what's going on.
It's I Choose You.
I know, I understand that, but I mean, did she put that t-shirt
It
on the
looks
grass?
like it's been printed on an actual t-shirt and has been placed on the grass. Either that or it's some fine Photoshop work.
If you actually made that t-shirt, can I have it?
Yeah, well, hang on.
Ola.
You've already got a t-shirt.
Yeah, you're wearing a t-shirt right now.
Ola, we're sending you a t-shirt. It's only fair you send one to me.
Anyway, yeah, it's a t-shirt that says "I Choose You" on it, and it's got a picture of a hand clutching a Pokeball.
Could
for
be Ash
dear life.
Ketchum. We don't know.
Could be Ash Ketchum. I will get in touch with her and clarify that.
Okay. What are the ones?
Other ones, I couldn't choose between these two, but I'm sure you chaps can help. Jordan Bird did a wide selection. He did a pool blocks one that says "Wanna Pool," rather cheeky,
It's cheeky.
No.
bit saucy.
Bit of bants.
Bit of bands. One that says "I'm a catch 100%." It's got a picture of the Master Ball from
yes.
Pokemon, which, as
I
we
like
all
that
know,
one.
Gav
That is good.
has
That's a good
100% hit rate.
I obviously know
And also Girl Power since 1986
that. I
with a
hate
picture of
those
Samus
since
on it.
1986.
Yeah,
And since.
especially when it's not
t-shirts,
since
like,
1986.
Stop hating the
Sorry.
Raiders t-shirt entries.
But no, I do actually love this one though.
We've
Oh, it's
also
not
got-
Jordan.
I don't know where we've put his other one, but Martin
Martini's
is
awesome.
Martini's awesome. Did two.
Yeah.
One of which is "Got Lon," as in got milk, and has
He's
a picture of
one.
milk on it. And he also did a great peppy hair one
I love that one.
to teach you how to do a barrel
I've
roll,
seen-
which is awesome.
I'm sure I've seen that t-shirt, you know.
Oh,
No.
No, what are you accusing him of?
Martini's awesome. Would not do that.
Okay.
I like the Got Lon Lon.
I like the Got Lon Lon.
and I
Maybe
like
you
the-
sent it to me. Maybe that's why
I
I've
like
seen it.
Maybe.
the Star Fox one, but you had to explain it to me. So.
Yeah, it's like a sprite of Pepe saying, but instead of just saying do a barrel roll, it says barrel roll equals. It says barrel roll equals Z slash.
My favourite is
It's actually
that
a really
one.
good T-shirt.
I'm a catch 100%.
Well, mine isn't. Should we vote?
So, yeah.
I vote for Lon Lon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Lon.
Yay! Who's that? Martini's awesome.
But you're all winners in our eyes.
He specifically spelled out Martin is awesome, so we can stop calling him that. But
No.
there's no way we're
Oh.
going to stop calling him that.
No, Martini's awesome.
Martini's awesome.
So yeah, all Martini's awesome.
We have
Yep.
dressed you. We have effectively dressed you.
Yep. So you've won all those bad games, and Orla Madden wins the female T-shirts.
Yay!
Martini's awesome gets the male ones.
Brillo. Now on
Pad.
to this month we have yet more prizes to give you. We have Jam with the Band on DS and from the O&M vaults, and we've dug right into the vaults here, and we've come out with a copy of Luigi's Mansion on GameCube.
Oh, what? I want that.
For my money, the best game ever made.
I can hear Neil shouting from his prison.
Yeah. Yeah, tell you what, the messages on my curtains are going to be angry tonight.
So I think the competition was going to be if you could haunt anyone, who would it be? But I think we've decided that we want you to write the lyrics to. This is in the vein of the Jam with the Band on DS game. Write the lyrics to an emo Nintendo song. Just sort of convey the emotional aspects of a My Chemical Romance top hit.
Marty Bennett will be all over this one. She's a huge
She's gonna be livid.
MCR fan.
NCR fan.
Yes.
I'd like to just point out and make it official, Marty, that they are a terrible, terrible band. You're wasting your time.
My
with them.
Chemical, no chance.
Oh.
My Chemical Pants.
My Chemical,
Ooh.
no thanks.
Poor Martin.
I always see them down as MCR, which I used to work at a place that we used to have an MCR, which is main control room. I always think that she's talking about.
It always makes me
main
think of
control room.
MSR, like Metropolis Street Racer on the Dreamcast.
Or MSP, the Master Control Program from Tron.
Wait a minute.
All things that are better than My Chemical
No
Romance.
chance.
So, yeah.
So we only want maybe a verse and a chorus, don't we? 'Cause-
Just a verse, yeah. Keep it short because we do have to read them out in the podcast.
yeah.
And if they're long, we definitely won't.
We're very lazy.
If you have been inspired, please do email in your lyrics to onm@futurenet.com with the subject heading Podcast 31 competition. And the results will be announced on the next podcast. Good luck.
That was perfect.
Furthermore, if you have any topics you want us to discuss, email us at onm@futurenet.com with the subject heading Podcast Question. Issue 79 is out now, and it's only £3.99. If you want to visit Tom's website, you can find it at www.officialnintendomagazine.co.uk. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/ONM_UK. Or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/official
Sounds like
Nintendo
National
Magazine.
Rail Inquiry.
Yeah, it sounds like an insurance advert.
Version on Terry Wogan as well.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much for listening to the podcast. Bye bye.
Do.